fully clean those is, if you can, again, you can put them inside out in a washer, but that's more for just the hand parts. I wouldn't suggest that with the feet, especially if you have shoes that cannot be removed from it. If you want to fully clean those, I would suggest putting them in your bathtub, soaking them, and then letting them air dry. Always air dry. Always, always, always. I talk with my hands in my head.
Italian.
Yes.
Yes.
Did you ever try, and just, this came to me, the dry pet cleaners, you know, like powder and stuff?
I actually don't recommend those, but if you've used it and it works great, that's good. It's just anything that tends to be made specifically for pets. I don't like to suggest for fake fur because it's two different types of things. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Did everyone get to touch this? I love it. And if you do want to come up and touch it again, feel free. I'm not going to tell you not to come up. I'm a lot nicer than that. All right. With your heads, you can clean those fully. Do not submerge them in water. Do not put them in the washer. I do not recommend that at all. Mostly because if you fully submerge your head in the water, it'll almost never be fully dry. It will get mildew, it will get gross, and if you wear it, you will get sick. So let's not do that. No, no, no. To clean the outside is, if you've got a stain on the outside of your head and you're not sure what to do, what you can do is take a spray bottle like this. This is one that I got at the dollar store, which is nice, because it has different settings. You can put it on spray. Don't just put it on something like stream, because it just makes a straight shot, which does nothing. And I like. You can put half of a detergent that you like, and then the other half with water. And what you would do is just spray it gently around the spot. Take a bar towel, so a simple little towel, or a regular towel, doesn't matter. Scrub it gently into the spot. Thank you, dear. You'd scrub it gently in, and then you would take another spray bottle full of water after you fully cleaned it. Just spray it, keep scrubbing it until eventually it comes out. Then you can put it by just a normal fan to dry. Make sense? Yes.
Would OxyClean work? OxyClean? Is that a good cleaner?
I've never used it, so I can't say. If you want to try that, you can, but just to protect my own butt, I would just say it's up to you.
Test patch,
yes.
Yep.
And yes, sweetie?
I did try the OxyClean spray.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a stain remover.
Yeah.
And it did get my whites whiter than it has been. And I even had the felt teeth.
Mm-hmm.
And it was bleeding from the black that was underneath it, and it took it all off.
Oh.
See?
Cool.
This is why I like this. And those discussions, it's more fun. Plus, I don't just like standing here and talking.
Just make sure you wash it off real good with like water or something like that afterwards, so you get the oily stuff off afterwards.
Yeah.
Very important. Completely rinse off anything you use. I'm going to go over with the yes.
What about an alcohol and water solution? What is your opinion on that?
Okay. I was actually just going to get to that. That's cool. Is that would be more of, like, let's say between cons, you can't fully wash your suit because, well, who the hell has time during a con? Because we're all doing fun stuff. What you can do is you could actually put your fursuit inside out and take just some normal rubbing alcohol, like this. This is just a normal bottle. And I always have the hardest time pronouncing this.
Isopropyl.
Yeah, there you go. I can't English. Can't English. What you can do is you would put it in the bottle, you would dilute it with water, maybe 50-50, 60-40. It all just depends on the strength that you can handle. And what you would do is, anybody want to be my model for a second? I'm not going to actually spray you. I promise, this thing's empty. All right. So, good areas to spray. Can you face this way for me, Hen? Is the armpit specifically.
Yeah.
Once down the chest, and the crotch area, and then once down each leg. And then what you can do, thank you. You did a wonderful model. And then you're gonna fully let it dry. I'd always say try to put it inside out as much as you can, because if you tend to just leave it, it will not dry as fast or as quickly as you would want. What's interesting is you can use that same mixture to disinfect your head. However, if you have painted eyes or something like that, try to be careful with getting it around there. If you want to, you can spray it on a towel and then just rub it in. Or if you have alcohol wipes, if you want to look up some specific ones, they're called respirator wipes. They're usually used to clean masks or anything that you would breathe through, like scuba gear. And that works just as well. Yes?
Can I add something?
Yes?
If you have, some people basically have a simple bodysuit. They're not digigrade, they're plantigrade, and there's nothing too elaborate, so you can, like you said, you can step out of them and reverse them and stuff. But if you have a complicated, suit
With wings or something?
with wings, permanent padding or padding that's almost impossible to remove, that you can't do that, I would probably recommend, especially if you come to con, buy yourself a nice big box fan, multi-speed, and whatever get something to hang the suit on, invest in a really nice stout hanger, hang it, get someone to help you and blast it, get it good, inside out, in the armpits, like you said, crotch, all the areas inside out, hang it, and let the fan do its thing.
That is a good suggestion. That is good. Also, with your fursuits, is for some of the more complicated, if you have padding that can be separated or taken out, depends on the type of padding. If it's a cloth type of padding that just has stuffing, that can be washed in the washer. But same thing, don't put it in the dryer. It won't ruin the fabric, but it will distort that. If you have foam that can be removed, you can just take it out and clean it with an alcohol wipe. Same thing. But as he said, if you can't, fans are your friends. Regular fans are your friends.
Bring it.
You can actually, like if you have a spray bottle like this, just bring it to the fursuit lounge, spray it, let it hang, and just relax for a while. Air yourself out. Yes.
I mean, to be honest, my suit's really complicated. I got it October in 2011. I've never had to launder it, but what I do is every time I use it, I use Febreze, either antibacterial or antimicrobial, and I hit that thing like there's no tomorrow, and then I put it out. When I get home, it'll get hung in a cool, dry place, so it's getting plenty of air. But at the con, the box fan, I mean, it's never smelled rank, even after I've really worked hard.
In that vein is, Febreze can be good on your fursuit, but I would be careful with that. Same with the Lysol spray, is because they are very powerful smells. And if you are sensitive, or if you have sensitive skin, I would not suggest that. But if that works for you, it works for you. In that vein, we're also going to talk about, there are sprays you can use for your head that's not alcohol. There is one that we use at my line of work. It's called Oxivir, OXIVIR. It can be a little pricey, but what it is it can fully disinfect your head, clean it, and it often does not leave any type of smell. It also comes in wipes, so if you don't like to spray it, it does come in a wipe as well. One thing I'm going to tell you, and I cannot stress this enough, never use Lysol or Febreze in your head, ever. Yeah. And the thing is, you laugh now, but we had a mistake where someone used that at work, where they accidentally did that, and we had performers who had to be hospitalized afterwards.
Wow.
Because the smell will not leave. The smell doesn't dissipate. It will just stay in your head, and especially when you start to sweat, the smell will become a lot stronger, and since there is no fresh air, you can't breathe, you're out. You're down and out for the count.
So where do you get this Oxivir?
Oxivir, you can buy it online. You can buy it on Amazon.
Okay.
That's pretty much the place where I have found it. I don't know how it works for foam. I have never seen it. I've only used it for resin. So again, test. Testing is always good. Always test. Now, what Lysol is good for, what it is excellent for, is your shoes. Especially if you have shoes that cannot come out. I mean, And I speak from my own testimony. I use it for my regular tennis shoes every day. It is wonderful. It is a disinfectant. And pretty much when you take your shoes off, it'll just smell like Lysol and not like feet. Thankfully. I swallow a lot. I know it. All right. Anyone have any questions right now?